I went out in my 2.5 V6 Jaguar X-Type manual petrol the other day, and every time I slowed down or applied the brakes in a more than excited manner, my passenger complained that her seat was moving. I did tell her to keep her arms down, otherwise if we did have a crash the airbags would break her arms. That didn't seem to actually help. I've wound the passenger seat as far forward as it will go, and I can see that there is a bit of movement in it. Now, the driver's side, there is a bit of movement in that, but nothing like that on the passenger side. The only thing I can think of is that the previous owner must have had a really fat passenger, and they've worn it out. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can just pop the seat out and try and adjust it and tighten it up. The rear part of this seems to have a cover held on by a Phillips head screw, so I'm going to take that off first. Oh, that came off easy enough. That looks pretty revolting, doesn't it? God knows what that is. You need a 10mm long reach socket to undo the two anchor bolts, and they're quite tight. The bolt's quite long, and also it's quite rusty because it goes straight to the outside of the car. If you look down the hole, you can see the floor. I've taken all 4 bolts out of the rear part of it, so if I just bring the seat back with the electric adjuster, just get it to the point where I can see the front bolts. I'll take those out now. Well, all the bolts are out, so you can actually just tip it back. You can see the electrics there. And look into the underside of it. And there's a warning symbol there saying read the book, so I'm not going to disconnect those electrics. That's just fallen out the seat mechanism. Do you know the dealer swore blind that the previous owner didn't smoke? Mind you, that fig end could be 1,000 years old, couldn't it? I spent quite a long time looking at this mechanism and how complicated it is, and where the actual pivot points are, and they're rivets. They're not adjustable. So I think this is one of these jobs where you say, I can't actually fix this myself. If I want it done, I'm going to have to get a specialist and leave it at that and put it back together.